Okay, it looks like I'm live. Let's get over to YouTube and let's do all the things over there. Ta-da! Live. Alive, alive, alive. So, here we are with our journal. Our big gator mouth journal. So, cover's still a little plain, but we're going to get there. We're definitely going to get there with it. I think we're going to try and finish off this series of pages here. Let's get to the right page, right? Here's our... Oh, my neck popped. That was nice. That felt good. So, this is a little spread about, some little family drama secrets type thing. And then we've got a nice layered page over here with a lot of different stuff going on. Different flippy flappy things. So we finished that. And we had already previously worked on this. I need to do some more little fun stampy things like this to add into various projects. I think it will. Carla, how you doing, girl? How's your Fri-Yay? Yep, them skeletons in the closet. All the secrets you try and keep secret. And then we were working, I had worked over here, which I really like this page too. And I got, I've always got some glue everywhere. It's me. I glue everything to everything else. So, but we have this panel to finish. And I'm not sure what I want to do there. So I thought we would take a spin through some stuff. And see what else we might want to add. Whew, I'm really tired. Oh, we went out for a little bit. Alice is looking for some fabric for her fairy journal cover. She's just not quite satisfied with, what she's got. So she's looking around, at what she's got. We went out to Joann's and looked at a bunch of fabrics. Had a good time. Oh, it was good. I'm just a little tired. Sickly, okay? Yeah. Still recovering. I gets it. Okay, so I kind of like these things together. So let's keep these things together. That could totally be a thing. Okay. I like that for something too. Like a little commentary on surveillance. And I looked at Spoonflower for fabrics, for fairy fabrics. I need to hold that aside because I am looking for the other half of that in here somewhere. I love her. So we're going to use her soon, I think. Okay. Just looking for things. You found 4 you liked. Nice. Okay, now there's also this. I wanted to do something with these 2 postcards. Okay. Cosmic Campground. Oh, there's a pair of lips stuck to it. Bless you. So yeah, we went out. We went to Joann's and we looked at fabric. And I found some fabric I really, really liked. It's not really fabric. It was kind of like a pleather thing. But I thought it would make a really fun journal. But I have no money right now, so I took that big creepy guy picture for our future glue book. I think I'm not ready for that yet. Okay, I did want to use this. Yeah. And then people won't buy Elsa's fat quarters for, $3, $4 when she finds the fabric for a good price. It's crazy. This goes somewhere. I'll put that over there. Oh, there's the other half of that trailer. Yeah. We're going to be using her coming up for sure. Thing. That might be good for that side panel right there. I'm slowly working my way through an idea here. And then maybe I want a little fingerprint. You were watching Vera and one of those killer planted a rowan tree. Oh. Yeah. I think we've implied in some places that we've planted trees, or that the woods have overgrown the bodies, Oh, I've hit fabric. Okay, I did like that for the suggestion that we may have buried bodies in the desert, under some sand dunes that are ever shifting. If you got way out there in one of those, well, that might be handy. I'm just pulling some stuff to, try and make layers and see what we like. I still really want to work with that too. So, what do we like over here? Do like that. All right. Let's see what we can do with what we got here. These are all the not right now stuffs. That is a very, I like the idea of planting trees over bodies to begin with. Give them a head start. The person becomes a part of the tree. Sort of thing, Okay, so this is probably for later tonight, all of this pile. I've got, this kind of stuff I have kind of an idea for. So I'm going to put that under the thing for right now. And these are the things I think I want to work with for the end of this other page that we're doing. So right over here. And I've got this little film strippy piece. Got a picture of a lady. I just kind of have this. You know, this is like snowy background. You know, I still want to keep up with all the layering and stuff. Definitely, if we trim that down a little bit, I think she could go in. Well, and maybe even not. Hey, Christine, how you doing? Does it? I don't really know what she looks like. I'm sure I've seen pictures. Nothing's coming to my mind. I'm trying not to make them look like celebrities, though. Or I'm not trying to use, Okay, I think I like this so far. So let's maybe start already gluing some stuff down. So we're gonna trim us a new bottom edge down here to make it a little smoother. And then that's as much as we need right there, more or less. So those are going to be our two bottom layers. We get some glue, and we're going to need some ink. Let me grab an ink pad. Okay. Ew, that's no fun. I hate it when I feel nauseated. Kind of crappy, but we keep going, right? You can feel crappy just sitting around, or you can feel crappy getting some shit done. I'm trying to run with the latter as much as I can these days, Going with the get more shit done is a better philosophy. But when you're genuinely sick, you got to take the time and recuperate, Otherwise, you just get sick again, which is unfortunate. Or you stay sick longer because you're, trying too hard to not give into your sickness. Doing the best I can. So we went to Joann's, and then we went to a Goodwill, and Alice found a few fun, cool things there. I'm sure she's going to do a little haul video. She found some cute stuff. Is that my portion?
Yes.
Okay. You're so shiny.
I know.
Well, this can be a big book. Yep. Now that I see it all laid out, you're right, it does kind of look like that.
Uh-huh.
Now that I see it all folded out,
yeah,
I see why you thought. I was thinking crocodile,
Yep.
I was thinking giant alien mutant crocodile. Uh-oh, I just threw my film strip on the floor. Shoot. Got it back. What do you guys think about that? I tried some Pedialyte, didn't help. Oh, I don't like the way Pedialyte tastes. I don't know how they feed it to babies. Low to no sugar Gatorade and Pringles. It came from Joann's, and I don't think it's fabric in the traditional sense. Like, I think it's used for cosplay stuff mostly. But it is a pretty big piece. So it's already folded in half, and that's it folded in half again. So I can do 2 books, or I can do one really big book. And I think what I'm going to do is 2 books. But I actually want so I'm going to have to cut it this way, like this, because I want the books to open like this. I want the scales going this way. It looks like Yzma Cruella de Vil, right? Can I make a new dress in this? I'll be fabulous. And Elle has an equal piece. Yeah, I think I'm going to see if she'll cut it this way with her doodah for straight edges, because, I suck at straight edges. And then I think I'm going to do a kind of a landscape book, because otherwise I got to cut it in half this way. And then it's going to close, and the scales are going to go the other way. And I really like the scales this way. So mine will be more of a landscape kind of book. But I'm liking it. So she's challenged me to a dragon journal challenge. Hey, Janice, how you doing? No other symptoms. Well, that's good. Definitely stay hydrated. Are you feeling worse than yesterday, though, Carla? Because you were actually eating yesterday and the day before. That's your favorite Mystery Series, Vera? Well, it's going to be... There aren't enough landscape. I know, right? So it'll be different in that way, because I don't want it to be, I think I can get away with, I'll find paper that will fit, we'll make it work. So I will get 2 books out of this, though, for sure, because I'm not making a big ginormous book. I'd have to hinge 85 pieces together to do it. Love the coloring on this, though. So this is coming up as a thing. I didn't ask her when we were starting this challenge or how long we had, but she has challenged me to make a dragon journal, and she has the same fabric, and we're each going to go our merry way. She did say that I have access to everything in the house, that's a craft supply. Like, I don't think she's going to let me go in her closet and go like, this will go good with my journal, and run off with a shirt or something, But I have free reign of the craft supplies, apparently. Right? Oh, sketchbooks. That's a good idea, Janice. I will. So that'll come out of my next sale. I am getting it ready. Do you guys want to see at a breaking point are you at all interested in seeing the jelly print packs I put together out of the jelly prints I have? Where's that boring? Because you've already seen them all. Okay, so that is a good start right there. And I think I want, what do I want? I think I'm going to do this brain thing right here, but I'm going to tear it. And then I'm going to ink it. Because I don't want to spend time showing you stuff you guys aren't interested in seeing, you know. We got other things we can do. And this is definitely old paper. This is from the 70s, and it's got that yellow. It's out of one of those dictionaries, you know. It's got some patina on it. Okay, I think we have inked, because we're not going to ink the film strip piece. That would be silly. Silliness, I say. All right, I'm going to put this up here. Let's see. Hold on. You know what? I can't read out of my own glasses. They're filthy. I can't see nothing. It's all squishy and blurry. In my defense, it was hot outside, and I think I touched them with my fingers. Me and the kitten. So, all right, let's try and get this on this page. Let's see what we got going on today. Okay, so we're doing, and there went my glue. I gotta go around behind the ironing board. Hold on. I'm coming back around. I feel old and fat today. You haven't had nausea since the ER. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so for right now, we're placing these two elements. This one's going here, and this one is going behind it. And we're going to let it stick out a little bit. Yeah, because that's not going to look bad on the other side. Okay, so we're going to glue this down first. And I need me something. Of course, there's no pen right here. Why would there be a pen right where you're working? Don't be silly. Okay. I just need a marker. I'm going to glue that up so because I'm bad about putting it in the wrong place and then having to change my plan. Okay. Whoa. Hey, Rebecca. Well, hello to you on your phone, because I know that's a pain in the ass to... I drank Gatorade 02 all summer. Ooh, did it help you with your foot cramps? Because I've been having a wicked cramp in some of my toes. Okay, let's get some glue. Glue on the piece that we need to glue. Okay. Yep, that looks good from the other side. And then we're going to glue down this piece, which is just like a snowy backdrop. Kind of a blurry, snowy backdrop. Oh, okay. Strings everywhere. I do have that piece on there that's making it. a little wonky. Okay. Now next up we wanted to put this. Followed by that. We'll do that. And then we're I lost the film strip. Uh-oh, did I knock it off again? Okay. Well, we're gonna get these glued on first, so this is the bottom piece. Okay. You're just weak like a newborn and moving slowly, yeah. Rebecca's getting a 3-day work-in. Woohoo! Okay, well, if you fall asleep, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I hope maybe to see you on Sunday for jelly printing. Okay. When you get a Charlie horse. I haven't had one of those in a while yet, knock on wood. I'm just getting some serious toe cramps, man. I had to stand up the other... I was sitting here after my live, and I bent my leg, and my toes, like, curled up. And I was like, oh! And I had to stand up and, like, flatten my foot out. I looked like I was having some kind of weird spastic episode. So, there is that. So, we're going to put her... Okay. So, that's where we want it. Right about there. Okay. Your salt and potassium is high. Is that why did you ever get to make that kidney appointment, or are they still not answering their telephones? Okay, so let's see. I'm going to make sure that's more or less where we want it. Yeah. If that is more or less where we want it. So let's grab a paper towel from our paper towel stash. These are ones I've used as napkins, but they didn't get really dirty, you know. You think, oh, I'm going to need a napkin with that, and then you wind up not needing it. Well, I don't throw that away. I just put it in my pile. And I either reuse it as a napkin later, or I use it for this stuff. Because that's how I am. Okay, let's glue this one down. You do not want her to be crooked. Okay, now I gotta find... I thought I might put a fingerprint on here, but now I think it might be overkill. Let's try fingerprint number 7 and see if we like it. Fingerprint number 7. Give it a little trim all the way around. Let me inky dink the fingerprint. to go tomorrow and get the bills out. If I'm off, I may get Friday too. $6.29. Okay, good. Well, at least you have it. Nobody ever sees you right away anymore, right? Well, I'm sick right now. Why can't you see me now? But you go into the doctor's office and there's nobody there, you know? Okay, now let's see how we like this. Do we like it there? Do you want it over here? I don't really want to cover up her name. So maybe I don't like it at all. What about right there? I might be able to live with that. I don't know if I like a fingerprint on a fingerprint, though. Maybe we'll use it over here. And then we can write in some other information. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that on that yellow. Yellow, yellow. That's the pineapple color. Pineapple. Which I like surprisingly well because yellow is not one of my favorite colors. Okay. Let's see, we've added something else there. You got to figure out where the clank is. Oh. Inky. Oh, okay. And hopefully in the meantime you will be okay. We worry about you. You know we worry about you. You're the Carla. Okay, so now what else do we want to do? There's the film strip. I found it. Okay, let me see about the tiny attacher. Hold, please. Okay, tiny attacher. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We may not be able to get enough reach for there. Nope, that's as far as it goes. Okay. Well, we can tiny attacher it down here. Okay. And then I'll just put a tiny little tab of glue on there, maybe. And if that doesn't work, we'll get another kind of glue. Such is life. There we go. Timex. I haven't seen one of those commercials in forever. Okay. I don't feel like the page is all the way done, but I really like it. He's pretty good. So let's think around in here for a few more things, maybe. Do we need a few more things? And I have some stuff for back here too. For For this page, I've got some things we want to try out here. Okay, but let's see if there's anything else we just have to have for this page. I'm just going to put this little piece of fabric right here. There we go. Everything in the same dusty color too. I never saw pics of huge cemetery full of vaults above ground. Acres and acres of tombs. Well, it's all a little bit creepy, yeah. I think, anyway. So, let's have a... So we got a little piece of fabric in there. Let's see what else we can do. See if there's anything else we just need to have. I don't think we need a pair of lips in here. Let's see, we already have looked at, I think, most of these things. I did kind of like that. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? Do, 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 do. Okay, now I had a couple of pictures I thought I wanted to use. Hold on. I need a younger person. Let's see if it's in here. Let's go. Is there? Is it down in here and I missed it? Nope. Did I dump it on? Oh, now I've dumped something on the floor. Okay, let's see about this over here. Okay. Did I put you in there? Nope, it did not. What did I do with it then? It's a good question, Amy. What did you do with it? I think I actually want to cut this in half. I just want to use half of it. Oh, I'm missing stuff. Hold on. Oof. Decorated buildings and money houses look like ancient stuff like in Egypt. Watching a video searching for Alexander the Great in ancient Alexandria. First they were talking about tunnels that go to the Temple on the Mount. Cool. Yeah, you can get really turned around in the Paris Underground. You got to be careful. Oh, I put some stuff under here. That's what I did with it. Good Lord, if my head wasn't attached. Okay. Hold the phone, please. I need a smaller picture. Okay, hold. I need a slightly smaller picture than these ones. So we're resorting to floor piles now. So I'll have to keep sorting through the same stuff. Don't worry, I do have an idea here, guys. I do, I promise. Okay. Oh, I think that one, yes. Okay, so real quick, I need to trim this postcard down a little bit. Do I want to just tear it, though? I think I'm going to just tear it. There we go. So we might use it in the next serial killer journal. Like a sister page. Okay. Well, people used to bury stuff to keep it from being looted or, you know, it was a fairly common practice at various periods in history. The easiest way to keep somebody from stealing something is to make sure they don't find it at all, you know? Not for real. Okay. I think I'm going to just dirty this up a little bit. Okay. Oh, and we need to ink the picture. Yeah, they demoted Pluto. No, it's an old lounge in a big old hotel. One of those places that had like a desert Southwest theme. It's like the seating room for a library kind of thing, you know? So like a reading room kind of thing. Okay, so how do I want this to go? Because it only has to make sense to me. to the killer. When I thought Els told me a little while ago that they made it a star and then they made it into a planet again. I thought, like, they can't make up their minds, you know? I think Buggy's here. Okay, and this is thick because it's a postcard, so we got to hold it for a minute. She's all bark, no bite. Hello. So this has got to be pushed down for a minute because it's really wanting to lift away from the edge there. I may not, in fact, have enough glue down there. What did I do with that paper towel?
Hello.
Hey, Roseanne. Hi, Buggy. How you doing?
Good.
School out already? And he's gone. Hey, Roseanne. How you doing? Welcome to today's. I'll let him know, Carla. He's tall. He got taller. He was almost as tall as me last time. He might be taller now. See, we're just trying to make this stick. We don't want it to peel up, especially along this back edge, you know. Oops. Here we go. He's in that. He still looks a little bit like a little kid, but you know, he's gonna, I think he's 12 in December. So we still got that little boy look to him, but he's getting, you know, long and lean. So pretty soon he won't be like a little kid anymore. He'll be like a little man. Hey Leslie, how you doing? Oh, we put a little bit of that fabric over the edge. But he's here for the weekend. None of them have been here for several weekends. Much longer than usual. I know Elsa's missing them. Then I guess he's getting his phone next year, so we won't see as much of him, I don't think. That's when they start becoming antisocial. I'm doing all right, Leslie, and I think most of the other ladies are. All right, it's Fri-Yay. Okay. So I just need to come in and add in some words and a name for her in a little bit when it's had time to dry. What am I gonna put in there? Let's see. What do we have that we could put in there? We've got some of the sandwich wrap, which should at least keep it from sticking to the other side of the page. Because we've got this over here that we need to work on. So it needs just a tiny bit more, I think. Whoop. So I was trying to decide between this lady. I feel like she's a little too big. So I think I'm going to go with this girl. And this little bit of this house right here. I'm going to glue them down, and then I'm going to put a little bit of paint over them to push them into the background like the rest of the stuff. Yep, that's when they become anti-adult. You started at 7. I have to say, I think most of them were, they wanted to come here and they wanted to spend time with Grandma and, run amok. Because this is the amok place. There are precious few rules here, which drives me bananas, but makes the grandkids happy. And as each of them got a phone, they wanted to be here less and less until each one has kind of quit. They get their friends, and they want to hang out with their friends and do all of those things. They don't want to spend weekends at Grandma's. They want to sleep all weekend, and when they're not sleeping, they want to be texting their friends or spending time with their friends. It's a whole thing. I need to get a little up in the edges here. Sorry, hold on. And then we forgot to stop and get something for dinner for everybody to eat. So we're going to have to think about that. Because he doesn't usually come having eaten food. And we have boring stuff because we're adults. If we get fun stuff, we go get it. We get, Okay, so we're going to need that white paint, which is right over here. Did you like it? I loved mine. But I hadn't had a salad like that in a good long time, so. I thought about it after we went off live, and I'm like, I hope she likes that as much as I did. Otherwise, she's never going to trust me for food recommendations again. I just thought it was a nice combination of foodstuffs, and I'm just shaking the paint. Ear infections are no fun. Ooh. That's no fun. But if you can't get them to take the oral medication, you got to do what you got to do. Ear infections are totally not fun at all. Don't worry, we're going to blot some of it off. Don't panic. There we go. I think that's a little more in keeping with the... Yeah, because it makes them scream. But if they won't take the oral medication, what are you going to do? And then their chubby little thighs. I know that hurts, you know? Okay, we need a little glue stick. I got one back here somewhere. You guys excuse me for 1 second. I'll be right back. That's what I thought. There are 3 of them, not 1. Lied to again. All right, so there's a little spot right there I think I want a little bit more paint on. Just a wee bit more. All right. I think that should do it. Now we just got to let that dry before we... It's mostly dry already. The page on the left. Thank you. That's our very pale page. So it's in the woods, and you've got a cedar tree over here, or birch. I think maybe a birch. We've turned the burls into eyes. We've got our old-timey negative here. And there is another burl eye under there. I've been looking for something to put down here for a couple of days. Just took me a little while to get there. We got a little bit of text down here. And I think I may want to do something similar, or I feel like it needs something right in here in this middle portion. There might be discos again. I would not be surprised. Everything old is new again, right? But I do kind of feel like it needs a little something right in there, you know? But I don't know what. So I'm not going to just add something. I'm going to think about it for a while, and we'll see what happens. So we can go ahead and pull that off there because we used those pieces. And we'll use her somewhere else. She just wasn't the right match for this page. So I believe we have now, except for adding in maybe a couple of words and some, let me find my, I lost my glue lid. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Glue lid, shmoo lid. Okay. So aside from possibly, so this set goes from the front of this page here through this flippy doodah. Ooh, I'm throwing stuff everywhere. Hold on. So there's our flippy doodah with more flippy doodahs and our flippy uppy doodah. And then you come over here and it folds open. And we've got a flippy uppy thing. But wait, there's more. And then back to here. That's one of, and then this is, whoop, not that one. This one is our last page, and that's like a whole set. It's a little mini story that all goes together. So. Hubby. Sounds like you're having a couple of days there. We will definitely say prayers and keep you guys in our thoughts. You got some stuff going on. All right, so next up is we have to think about, I've got some stuff under here that I want to use. So let's think about how we want to use it before we choose a place. Let me throw this away. I've got a couple. There's just a couple of little doodahs floating around under there. So I pulled out these things. They're not all necessarily going together, but these things are all speaking to me right now. Hold the phone. I actually like these pieces together. This little envelope here. This solar eclipse thing. And this calendar pages, maybe with a little bit of that. I like these postcards. Maybe we'll put her. I love her face. I don't know what to do with all this. So we got kind of two girls. That's a whole different thing. And then I've got, what did I just do with the other part of this? Oh, it's over here. So, and that's a separate idea. And then there's, this goes here. It's the back end of the trailer. So I do want to put that somewhere too. Because I think we murdered him for his Overlander Airstream. You don't think you would get used to it? Yeah, when you get those, it can be very scary. So yeah, so I really like these pieces together here. But she's another possibility for this section because she's in black and white too. And then I picked these for like add-ons because this is like a green. It's very thick. It's the back of some kind of score pad thing, or the front maybe, but it's textured and it's green. And then this is just some painty drop paper that I've used before. So these are all things that we have that I want to add in various. I want to use these two postcards close together, not necessarily on the same page, but maybe like with her because the hair is kind of, I don't know, one of those. So I think we might start working with this first. So let's see if we can find a place to put that. Hi, Sandra. Hey, the Airstream is good enough, right? They're hard to find in there. They're expensive when you do, or they need a lot of work. Just saying. Okay, so this is the part that we're going to be working on next. So I think we're going to have to move towards the front of the book. I think by and large, for the most part, we might be. Well, there's a whole thing we've got going on here. So let's think about what we want to do. Hold, please. Okay. How do we want to do this? Oof. Quadruple bypass. Yeah, a little bit. I don't think it is, though. Okay. So what do we want to do? What do we want to do? So I think we want to, I'm going to move this for a second. I'm going to attempt, and this may be a complete disaster, to do ripped edges. Just because I think that will look nice, but we'll try and leave a little border on there. Okay. It's never going to be perfect, that's for sure. Okay, now we need to just... Okay. Well, that mostly went okay. Okay. I got tons of little bitty pieces now. Hold on. Try and get all those in the trash. And yeah, it does happen. You know, some people know, and some people it just comes on like all of a sudden. You might have a blocked artery that doesn't really affect you much, or some other thing going on that seems unrelated, and boom. You know, picture health, go jogging every day, active and all that stuff, and then boom, they're gone, you know? It's crazy. That is for sure. Probably best to live every day as fullest as you can, because I feel like now more than ever, you just never know, you know? This one's probably not going to get used on this page because we're doing a smaller page, but we shall see. And I really just like this envelope. I think we're going to use this size though, so we can put something in it. It's like a vintage envelope, so it's got a little natural patina on it. And it was ivory to start, but now it's got like its own little pattern to it. And we'll even put a little bit right in there. There we go. Okay, and I won't know about that till we tear it down to the size we want it. Okay. Oh, and this doodad that I think we're making. Let's go ahead and ink that too. I don't know what the maze procedure is. I'll have to look it up after the live. So we're going to go ahead and ink this because I think I'm going to make this as a tip in. I seem to just, you know, can't just fill a page. I got to fill a page. Okay, just getting some color on here. Get some wrinkly parts. And I'm just going to ink the heck out of because I think it'll be fun. Get some inky, you know, there's just some wrinkly stuff going on. So let's grunge it up. Let's do it. Let's do it grungy. There we go. Don't forget a little bit that's just flying off into the side. There we go. And we probably actually want to just trim that a smidge right there. That should be good. We're inking all the edges. Oh, we didn't get the fold over here. Hold on. I missed the fold. Okay. Okay. Oops. Goes this way. There we go. And we might even just wrap it around like that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So let's go ahead and get that put on there. Do with some glue. Glue. Oh, that doesn't sound like fun. That sounds dangerous. But until recently, I didn't think any heart problems ran in my family, so what do I know? Not a whole lot in that area. I'll definitely look it up. I like to be educated about things. So we'll probably want to put a little something right there. Just to keep the other side happy. So let's see, what should we do? We've probably got a little bit of trim in here that we could use. Let's see what would be good. So we'll just put a little hinge right in the middle of this fabric, but let's grunge it up with that ink. We'll just make it look dirty like the paper with the same ink. And that'll give that a little, so that it doesn't peel away from the other side as weight gets put on the flip out. Okay, so let's lay this down here. So just a little bit right in here. A little bit on both sides. Okay. Now let's go ahead and fold that over. Well, there's no glue right there, so that's, see, we've learned something important. No glue right there. All right. So we're going to let that dry for a minute. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so while we're thinking about the rest of this, I've lost a girl picture. I know I inked another picture besides this girl. There were 3 total girl pictures. Okay, did I? Still a little. Oh, we got a piece over here too that's not laid down. There we go. Okay, let me see. Because you know me. I'm always flipping stuff all over the place. Okay. Pretty soon we'll be able to fold that in half. Okay, I think I want that to be right there. So it'll be covered by the doodah. And I think I want her right there. So I think I want her to be, how do I want to do that? That stuff is just blowing off the thing. Okay, so I think maybe so we'll trim there and along there, and then we'll try using corner rounders. I think I know where my corner rounders are. Okay, and then down here. Oops, that didn't work out quite so the way I wanted it to. Hopefully we can still salvage it. Okay. Okay, let me get out my corner rounder now. Let's see if this will work. Now we need to re-ink though. Do 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 do. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so let's get that glued in there. Anybody have plans for this weekend? Carla's probably going to continue resting because she needs it. Anybody got crafty plans or Memorial Weekend Day plans? I don't actually know what most people do on Memorial Day weekend. Do we barbecue, or is that typically a going to the beach day? Is that the one where we put the flags on the graves? I can never remember what Memorial Day is about. Is that flags on graves? Commemorating war veterans? Or is that Veterans Day? You're going to a memorial service? Ooh, yay, Leslie. Carla needs to rob a bank this weekend. Well, I think we all need to do that. Maybe we need to plan a crafty heist. I don't think we want 11 people, though, you know. Seems like overkill. Okay, so there she is. She's hiding under there. And then we're going to put that right there, I think. So we wanted to decide on some of these. I really like these calendar pages in the back. So and they are from a Farmer's Almanac, so what about some of this stuff? And then maybe do it like that. Okay, let's ink those edges then. Okay. You're going to get a rainy weekend, possibly. The Civil War seems so far away now, but it isn't really. It has not been all that many years. Because we're such a young country, you know? I'm just going to add a little bit more to this. Okay. But they added all the people who perished. And that's, well, probably as it became living relatives for the Civil War veterans, like close kin. That's probably when they started adding in other. I don't think we have any plan. The grandkids are here. I don't, and there's not usually anything planned when they're here. So, Els will do her thing, and they'll hang out in the living room. And I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this. So I want that to be like right in the middle of that. So more or less where I'd like that to be. But maybe a little lower. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, hold the phone. We'll get some of that sticking out, and we don't necessarily want a big. Okay. Now I think I'm just going to put this envelope right in here like this. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and so that's going to go like that. And so we need stuff for the front. I just cut her a little bit, but we could mount her on something sturdier and have this flip open like that. But I had another picture, and I know I inked another girl. I don't see a picture on the floor. So we'd have to hunt down another girl. And I think she was in black and white. That was the other kind of bummer of it. I think she was a black and white girl. And I only have so many black and white photos, man. So give me a minute. I'm not going to take any that away. I don't know that we're going to need any more of that, but I don't want to put it away just yet. Because... Okay, we've got another girl down here we could maybe use. She's a little smaller than I'd like. Oh, it was an older picture. I remember it now because I took these out. It's out of the same set. And they're ginormous. Okay, hold on, please. Let me go in reverse and pick some of this stuff up and see if it fell into this. Because this is just blowing stuff over. I think the fan is turned up too high. Give me a minute while I go turn that down one. Okay. Oof. Oh boy. My knee. Thank you, Leslie. I'm working on it. I'm liking it so far. But let me put these under there and this under there. Yeah, she was it was an older picture. A little bit grainy, and it was black and white, and I remember inking it now. Okay, let's fold that over. I hate because the minute the live is over, I'll find it. Nope. Let me grab some things. That might be good to back something on, though. Okay. And I do like that bit, too. Look at her. Okay. Okay. What are we doing? I'm also looking for more black and white photography. I don't think that's right for what we're doing. We could maybe go with a couple instead. Okay, not in there. Ooh, we still have one of those little flies left from that other. Okay. The only other place it might be is directly under my chair, which I have not looked at. It does happen. Nope, there's a lot of little bitty pieces down there. I'm on the floor. Give me a second. I just want to pick up the trash while I'm down here. It'll be a trip later. Oh boy. Oh, and my neck is stiff. That was fun. Okay, I'm going to attempt to stand up. Hooray for standing up. I did it. Okay. Do we have anything? Oh, what about this down here? Is this it? Nope, that's flour. Okay. Well, unless it managed to fall way far the other way. It is not down there. Whew. Got a little workout though. Okay, so let's see. We don't need that. We might use that. That's not for right now. Here's one of the tickets. And I think I know where the rest of them are. They're in a pile. I put them in a pile. Okay, so maybe her. I'm very bummed. I was very excited about this picture. I just feel like, whoa. I feel like it's going to turn up the minute I'm not looking for it. Let's just double check that it didn't. Nope. Nope. That's trash though. Not under there. Okay, well, we'll go with what we've got. There's no point in getting upset about. $1971, that seems off late after the Civil War. Oh, you know what? I wanted to add this in as part of our tool chest, guys. What do you think? Let's trim it down real quick and have a little look. I keep going past it and thinking I need to do that. Hold the phone. Let's trim it down a little bit on either side. Okay. We wanted to make it part of our toolkit, right? So I think that'd be okay. Or repair kit, sorry, our repair kit. I found it in one of the books and I was like, ooh, repair kit. Let's go ahead and glue that one down. I'm very excited about this edition. I figure we'll come across various weapons that we like. I'd like to get a picture of a garrote, you know. I'd like to just stumble upon. I'd like them to be found, you know. Yeah, otherwise, I'll search the internet and I'll find a picture, you know, eventually. Because could use a couple of smaller ones here, like a garrote, maybe I don't know, what else do you murder people with? Maybe a little mini arson kit. So I start with the basics, add on. Now we won't really have any more over here because we use this page for something else, but we can always add a tip in, you know, because that's our jam. And it doesn't have to be a ton of stuff, and we'll add it in other journals too as we go. So now we go all the way back. To here. No, stay there. Do not fall down. I don't have room for you to fall down. Okay, let's get rid of these edges here. Add a little bit. Okay. Flamethrower. That seems a little obvious. No, I didn't put anything in there. I'm just being stubborn and not moving on. Let me check the trash can one more time. Maybe I threw it away with the scrap, you know? Because it's definitely not anywhere on the ground. We can always trim down the Amy Winehouse looking lady and use a couple of other things. Yeah, let me come over here to the trash can and just double check that it didn't throw it away with something else unintentionally. No, these really are tiny little pieces, all of them. Okay. I'll check around the trash can just in case. Okay. Well, that just means it's not meant to be on this page. So we will just continue on. But we're going to need to trim this down and then re-ink it because it's a little bit bigger than what we need. And I actually would like it to fit on here. So let's kind of trim that down to what we need it to be. Okay. Never give away pieces of, I need, oh, excuse me. Wow. That was exciting. I just want it to match on the other side, you know. Let's get a little tabby do on there. Okay, that'll do. Now let's put that back where it came from. Can't be losing pieces, any more than we already have. Okay, so that'll give us where we need to trim this down to. And we do want a little, we want to see the eggplant on there, so can't really trim it at the top, so the bottom and the one side there is where we got it. Okay, that is pretty good. Yeah, let's do it. Let's glue that down. But not with we're not going to glue it down with a corner rounder. Let's all just admit, no matter how talented you are, you cannot glue down a magazine image with a corner rounder. One of these things is not like the other. Woohoo! We're gluing fools. Okay, I'm a gluing fool. Oh, I didn't ink it. Phooey. Oh well. Such is life in the non-inking world. Let's just trim a little bit of this. Little fuzzy bits off. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. I dig it. We can put a name right up there with a labeler. Labeler. Yeah. Okay. Ice pick. Yeah, we need an ice pick. A letter opener and a screwdriver. Oh, thank you, Sandy. And Janice. And the box of stuffs I had out earlier. Yes. I think. Anyway. It'll turn up and we'll use it on another page. It's It's from the 70s is why I wanted to use it, because it has that, that vintagey look. And I'm going to let this stick up a little bit with the tabby do. I'm digging that hole. So we're really just going to glue this onto the flap here to give it some stability as a flippy open thing, We're going all the way. We're going to glue the heck out of everything. Uh-oh, I don't have a picture. Why don't I have a picture? What's going on? Oh, there we go. It was just doing the forever spinning around thing. Do 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 da do da. Okay. Now we're gonna put this right down here, and we're gonna smoosh it real good. I may have had too much sugar today, guys. Could be a thing. This paper is so moist right now on the inside. So there. So we can add something here. Maybe another half of a face. Who knows? Who knows what we'll find. But I'm liking it so far. I like it. I like it. Now, I got this out because and then this girl, hold please. You may need to trim her. I'm going to trim her closer to her hair here. Okay. And we may need to back them on something because they're got other stuff on the back, Well, not so much that one. But that's got another picture on the back. So I may want to back that on something. Just a piece of paper. But let's see if my idea is going to work. Yep. Yeah. What do you think? Okay, so I think just for the picture obviously does not need to be backed. Look, standard photo service box 188, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 24C. Okay, so let's go ahead and real quick, I'm going to move the journal out of the way while this stuff's drying. We'll just set it off to the side. And let's grab. I do have a piece of cardstock. It's probably part of a file folder. So we'll give her a little border, right? I said the M. I did. Shh, it's dewy. You really miss Bien? You really miss. Oh, being awake for lives. I get it. I get it. I got it. Okay. Give me a second. That's Elle's floating over the link for her. Her doodah that comes on after my doodah. So we'll go ahead. I'm sure I've got other scraps, and I think I have some other scraps floating around behind me. Bits of file folder and whatnot. Okay. I think we're coming along nicely. It's got interest. And I'm not telling the whole story just because, if you guys want to make up a story that goes along with it too, that's, or we can make up a story together. The whole previous section was about those couple of families. And a cycle of abuse. And so we just, because one of our serial killer goals is decreasing world population. We're getting rid of people who, especially in families where it becomes systemic, pass it on through generation to generation. They just don't get to breed anymore, so we're taking them out. Okay, so these pieces are ready. I don't want to make them tags with strings and stuff because it's not that kind of journal, Okay, let me get Elsa's. That was kind of the story that I made up about. Hey, Janie, how you doing? Are you doing better today? I need a little piece of something for this, so bear with me for a second. Well, I'll find a little bit of something hard enough to use as a please. I know I've got some cardstock bits banging around for this little one. Although technically it doesn't need something on the back, but to be able to stand up to standing up in that folder, I think is really. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and just for a little bit of keeping the same, I'm going to put some calendars pieces on. Like we'll and if it hangs over the side a little bit, it hangs over the side a little bit. But I'm trying not to cover the 24C, so we may just try and tear this a tiny little bit more for the back of that picture. That maybe I want Do we want maybe a longer section for this one? So where does that get torn off at? Right around in there, and we'll take off this top bit right here. And a little bit along the side here. Then that way, if we find like a little tiny moon picture or something, maybe we could add it later. Oops. But we should probably put it going in the same direction. Maybe. Okay, so that's for the back of that one. And then after we get this one done, we'll decide. So let me find a little bit of something. Yes and no. Well, what's up with you, girly? What is happening? Okay, let's see what I got up here. I might want a piece of, no, I want to use that hole. Okay. Let's see if this piece is big enough. I might have a bigger piece somewhere. Sure, you managed not to tell me there were 3 of them today?
What?
I saw Brittany out there.
Oh, I didn't know.
Uh-huh. It's not big enough.
Alex, I said something about you being sadness, right? Alex and I were talking. And
You know I'm live, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, it's okay. I drag her blue butter around by her foot all the time. Alex started laughing. She goes, I'm telling. I said, you can tell Amy all you want. She knows it.
Not always sadness. It's big. What? What are you looking at?
This.
Which part?
The fabric.
The quilty thing?
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from.
Yeah. Kind of interesting.
I was going to try and use it in this book, but I think I'm going to have to save it for the next one. This one's, she's getting a little chubby.
A little chubby? It's quite a bit chubby.
She's
a hunker.
Here, you should look through. I finished these pages back here. There's the whole section right here. Well, I look for it. And everybody's saying, Elf! Hi!
Oh, you did? You did the whole section.
I did. The whole thing. All the pages all the way to, not there. It stops right there. That's the last page. The first one is this one.
Yeah.
And then it goes all the way. And these flippy and...
Yeah. Well, I remember doing this.
And that flippies up.
Oh, I like the bruises.
Yeah. And that flippies
I
up.
like that.
I've got some more.
Look at you.
File folder around here. Stop pinching my butt.
That's what I do.
It's not cool. Hey!
What?
You know what? That's not right because I can't retaliate. Not okay.
Okay. Well, I love you anyway.
You express your love by trapping people and when they don't have access to their hands and then pinching their butts?
Yeah. And spanking them and all kinds of stuff.
You weren't right.
I know.
I have 9 million pieces of file folders in here. The minute I want one, there's none to be found. Conspiracy. Another. Nope, not that either. Dang it all. Okay, right there. Right in here. That's too big. Now you've lost your mind. Okay. Ooh. This one's exciting. falling over. Stop falling over. Okay. Ooh. I had an entire fistful yesterday. Okay, this is sort of flimsy, I guess. Ugh. Okay. She has grandkids' butts to grab, okay? And she didn't know my tushy. She knew they were coming. She always knows. Alex never brings over a kid and doesn't tell her first. I hate it when she does that shit. It's not that I mind them coming. It's that I want to be prepared for the correct number of children. I will be in my room all weekend. I don't do Brittany. She is too much for me. She's a lovely child. But I'm going to admit, as an adult, I can't hack it with her. I'm not up to the challenge. That's okay, because I have a shit ton of ironing to do. No shortage of ironing. Bless you. Okay. It's a little thicker than I'd like it to be, but it's okay. We got all the little pictures on there. She's the youngest. And somebody's fake sneezing now, trying to get me to say bless you. Ha, I'm onto your game. Yeah, sometimes your personality doesn't mesh with somebody else's. It's sad when it's a child, but we just really don't. She's not my jam. But there's nothing wrong with her. It's not like she's more obnoxious than anyone else, or, she's a good kid. I'm looking for something I want to put on the back of this. Ooh, let's do this little strip right here. And then we'll just circle a random date and go with it, right? We'll do it. Do it. I don't honestly, I think she's, I want to say 6, 7, 8 maybe. No idea. I don't think she's in preschool. She's older than Lily, who's actually the youngest. But of the bunch that kind of lives with Alex and stuff, she's the baby. I think we're going to nip that little extra piece in the bud right there. And I don't want anybody to get the impression she's a bad kid, because she's not. She's a good kid. But also, Dude is here. And when Dude and Buggy and Brittany are here, Dude and Buggy tend to be mean to Brittany. So it's also a child dynamics thing. We'll see, though. They haven't been over here in a while. It may be an exceptionally awesome weekend, especially if Els has activities planned or anything. It could happen. Keeping him busy sometimes keeps him from getting all bananas with each other. And I don't know how long they're here. So hopefully just the weekend. Because school's out now. So here we go. We're getting stuff on the backs. Taking out some of our wrinkles. And then we'll get out the red pen. And we'll circle a couple of dates. But we got to let them dry for a hot minute first, you know. Can't be circling on wet paper. That's not going to work. I love Farmer's Almanacs. There's always fun, interesting, odd bits. And they age nicely. Usually, you know, they don't usually get brittle. They just start to yellow, which is awesome-tastic. So here are our 3 little. Now, these people aren't all dead. That's not the story here. So don't get crazy, because some of these are, you know, those are younger kids. I think those are freshmen in some high school in the 80s. We just tend to check up people, right? Okay, so let's get a little piece of paper and make sure the red pen writes in anticipation of is that one gonna? Okay, there we go. Now I need the red one. Red, red, red. Okay. Yeah, she has all those grandbaby tushies. And she waited till I leaned over my bed. I had one arm on my bed, and I'm using the other arm just to reach for stuff. And then she starts pinching on my tushy. It's rude, I tell you. Rude. So you get 2 people. Let's go with 2 different dates. We got 6 people. Let's just get in there. And 1 person, so 1 date. Okay. Okay. Oh, I have the thing. Good night, Miss Janie. I hope you're feeling better. In the near future. Get good rest. Good rest is an awesome thing. Okay. Yeah, that's drying up nicely. Oh, that's why I couldn't find the picture. I put it there. I'm looking for a picture I already used, guys. Oh, my God. I've lost my mind. See, maybe I need grandkids in my life this weekend. I could just be old daughter and fool, right? Right. What do we have going on here? Okay, so how did I like this? We put her in over here. Oh, first we got to move the glue. Look, I looked for that picture all that time, and I had already used it. That is such a me move. I'm going to tell Els about it. She's going to laugh her ass off. Okay, so you can still see all of the pictures, and they can all be taken out And then we'll want to add something onto the envelope, I think, maybe a stamp or a sticker. And probably some numbers. I may print up a little thing with just some numbers for the stalker, or the stalker bits where we're checking on these people, So far, it doesn't go that way. It goes this way. So far, so good. I'm gonna find some things to put here. Not sure what yet. And I'm gonna have that point just be up there. We'll probably put something up there. Maybe a button or a sticker. So we need other things. Okay, so for a second, we'll take a break here and I will get Elsa's live. She's going on after me. She usually goes on, I think, 8:30, 8:15. Let me see what it says on her thingamabobber. What does it say? I opened it. Where did I open it at? I opened it and it says in 40 minutes. So in 40 minutes, that's going to be 8:15. Ooh, she's pulling to me. I'll be on live after Rosemary at 8:15. Okay, so let me type it. Let me get my fingers on the right. Ima's. Oh, I guess I could put the dash in. Crafty Corner. And that is L's for late night lunatics. Okay. And there it is. So if you're interested in going to that, that is the link. There is already an event up. And she will be on after me. Now that is hers. Is her most of her lives are crafty stuff. I will be honest with you. And but this one, however, is not. I'm not even sure if that's the right way up. Okay. What do we want to put in here? What else do we want to put? So we've got an eclipse. We've got people in pockets. We've got a black and white girl and another, like, she looks surprised. So I think something, maybe a landscape in here. Yeah. Most of your lives are. I like the one where you jelly printed, or two. You had a couple where you jelly printed, if I remember correctly. So let's go in and look for some landscape thing that'll fit here. Let me poke around. Ooh, I want that for the Silver Stream one. The Airstream. Doodah. Doodah, doodah, all the live long day. No, I don't like that. Nope, nope, nope. And we're going to need stuff for back here too. Well, ooh. Now this is not black and white, but I do like that. That could be a thing. Or we could cut a little bit off the end of that and put that there. You have to cut it on either side. Let's see, what else do we have? could cut out that a little bit and maybe put it over just this little, so very far in the background, a picture of an estate. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? That's too big. You need to. I'd love to watch you jelly print some more. I think that would be awesome fun. I'm gonna be jelly printing on Sunday. Sunday. And I think I'm gonna save these two. These are from the 70s book as well. But I'm gonna save them for the bigger journal. I love the graininess in that photo. And look at her sunglasses. I think these will be really fun in the next blue book. In the next iteration of it. I'm still looking through photos. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Okay. There's kind of a black and white thing. Oh, see, now here, look. Now I found a piece of file folder. Now I found it. Let's see. Or we've got some little, let's put these off to the side. Got some little I think I like maybe that one. Let's take that one out and see how we feel about it. Do, 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 do. Oh my God. This is terrible. I didn't want to use this in the first place, but the gymnasium. Here's where little boys get big and big girls get little. That is a terrible thing to say. What if we all just wanted to be healthy? Okay, I need to cut a little bit of that down. Just going to cut a tiny bit of that off. Make it fit a little bit. Okay, so okay. So I don't necessarily want that two-tone thing we have going on. So maybe we can add a little something. Or maybe I like that even less. Okay, I don't like that. Beautifully. About like that. Right? Little bit. It's a little bit sexist. Okay. Well, that just goes to show you that the yearbook this came out of is from the 40s. So the women's physical fitness then was only considered as a way to use weight. You know, apparently that was the, the majority of the. But how would you feel if that was in your yearbook? I guess it wouldn't have rankled much at the time. But now I read it and I'm like, oh my God.
What? My coat. No.
All right. So we're going to put this on here. And then I'm going to do the paint over this again because everything else is kind of black and white and that's very bright. So we're going to tone it down just a smidge. But yeah, I want it like that. So I'm just double checking the placement. So yeah, if you guys are, so the Late Night Lunatics is not necessarily, she may craft or, cut up things or sort through stuff or whatever. She may show you scavenger items, but really it's about having just a chat together. It's like spending, Friday evening with the girls. It's a little later. Oops. Look at me. Gluing in them roses upside down. Just getting together and having a little chatty, whatever you want to chatty about. No religion, no politics, but everything else is pretty much fair game. If you need to rant a channel of some sort, if you got a crafty, please don't name any names or anything like that. It's not that kind of, we're not calling people out. We're not shaming anybody. But, if you got a health rant or a crafty rant, a work rant, or you got, a channel you're dying to share, or a movie or a book, or you found a new favorite magazine. And I am going to put this image down before no, you know what? I'm going to do the paint first. I'm not going to get carried away with myself. But it's just, come and chat and I'll be out there. I go sit out in the craft room and I poke L's with a stick. Figuratively, not literally. Because if I literally poked her with a stick, she'd probably murder me. And so maybe come over and give it a try if you haven't, or if you're tired or whatever. That's, no pressure. But it's, I like hanging out with you guys, whether I'm crafting or not. Els is pretty entertaining, a little bit over here. Okay, I think that's good. Just to push it a little bit into the background. And then we'll add that right in there. Now, for our purposes, we're not saying this is the gymnasium. I'm going to give it some kind of clinic name, I have to think of something 70s like. I think, therapy clinic name. We get a little bit of white paint over there, but that's okay. So there's what it's looking like. And it's heavy. I'm going to tell you right now, it's heavy. And I don't know what we should put over here. Maybe we'll just write something down. And then we got to figure out something for over here, right? So far, so good, I think. We've got room here for a little memento or something. This might be a good place for a matchbook, don't you think? A matchbook? I gotta figure out where to put my matchbooks. So I'm gonna leave that clear for right now, but that might be a good place for a matchbook. And then maybe like a spent match over here. I think that could be fun. And we need a little here, but I haven't decided yet. And that may be coming, in upcoming. I'm still working through some old harvest stuff. We got stuff. I'm just looking to see. I'm looking at it on the screen to see if I like it, and what I feel like it might need. But I definitely feel like something should go there. Yeah, I'm going to put a matchbook there for sure. And I think maybe we'll add a little something else to this. We'll put a name up here, and we'll get some little doodah or sticker, or, we're going to put something in there. I like all the little memento-y type stuff that we used over here, There's some earrings, and I found some buttons the other day when I was cleaning, and I put them into the jewelry thing, like where we use the rosette here, We'll put in some other stuff like that, because I've got stuff like that. I just need to go through my trim bucket and find a couple of fun things to use. Yeah, I'm still thinking about this area here too. But I have a feeling if I wait, the right thing will kind of present itself, Now, I do have some kind of sepia toned stuff here that all came out of the same magazine that I think we wanted to use in this area. So I'm going to look for, because what would be fun is maybe some old type nails or some rusty nails here. And this was for this whole thing here. And then we were going to try and find like a person, like a big image of a person. So I will keep my eyes out for that. But that's So we had picked all these out to go over here on this pages. Still working on that. But I'm pretty happy with this. I think that this needs something too. Maybe some rub-ons, maybe a rub-on, like a swirly rub-on, like a curly Q or something like that. Yeah. So, Sunday is jelly printing day. We're getting pretty close to 8, which is my normal stop time. So we're going to stop there. If I work on this tonight or tomorrow, I will probably do a video. Although sometimes I open it up and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to nail this one thing down. And then I get carried away with myself. I did want to put this little fly on here too. So where do I want to put it? Now, because of Amityville Horror, I will forever think of flies. I will associate flies a little bit with the paranormal. Oh, please. My Mod Podge just stuck shut. Gets in the threads, and no matter how clean I keep them, I always feel like a little bit gets in there, and then it's just glued shut. Okay, I'm just going to slosh that around in there. You know what? I think I'm going to... do it just like that. And yes, I'm just doing it with my finger. You are witnessing a horrific thing in the craft world. I'm Mod Podging with my fingers. It's happening right before your very eyes. And we're just going to put some right on there. And something else is going there, so it's okay, because that's going to be weird and glary right there until I figure out what else is going there. But there'll be a little light housey type fly right there. And I've lost my napkin. That's okay. I have another one. It's a creepy cover. Stamp, yeah. And that is a fly stamp right there. It's on tissue paper. It's just really light. I don't know if it's going to come up until it dries. It's a second print off that tissue paper that we did, but there is a fly in there. I have a fly stamp. I have the Tim Holtz entomology, or field notes maybe. It's got some bugs on it. But on here I'm going to do a rub on. I think I'm going to do I'm going to search. I think I have some curly cues or some borders or something. Okay. It's there, I promise. Yeah, I have that one. So this is on the tissue paper. And it is a second print, so it's very faint. I can't even see it on the camera. Let me see if I can bring it up again. See if we can't. Let me look. Can you see it now? It's very, very faint. But it is there. Bye, Roseanne. And we're almost done here. We're at 7:58. And I gotta check on out of here. Els will be on in 15 minutes for her. I don't want to fold this over, so here's what we worked on. And it's gonna go like this. I'm not gonna. So there's our And we're going to do a matchbook over here and maybe a spent match right there. I'm going to do some rub-ons over here. And then something back here. But I think it'll be fun. I'm going to leave that open to dry. Looks like a spider. It's a fly, I promise. So however you guys are spending your time, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. There you go. You bring a lot of joy into my life, and I enjoy my time with you here. I hope I give a little joy back to you. Thank you for any thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways, however you got your thumbs in there. And even if you didn't get your thumbs, I still enjoyed your company. Goodbye and good night to all our lurkers. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting and the best, awesomest, most restful Memorial Day weekend possible. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. And that is going to be the end for me. The end. Good night. Bye, 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 bye. Good night, Christine. Come on, do your thing. Are you doing it?